Hey, my name is Arvi. I've been coaching since season 14. I am a washed Masters hit scan and main/vex support player. So, we are looking at a gold Emre. Before I get into it, though, you said a little bit about having issues with your like how much damage you're dealing. I would say almost like I looked at the code very briefly. One of the biggest things that's going to help you right off the bat is an aim trainer of some kind. I don't know if you already run with one, but I would suggest Vaxta if you don't know how to do it. Basically, you just unranked, go to more custom games. You press create game in the bottom right corner, go to settings. Oh, I know how to work a controller. Settings, and then you're going to go to the right hand side. You're going to pick the second one with the down arrow, and you're just going to type in Vaxta. This is, I wouldn't say the king of all aim trainers, but it's up there. It's probably one of the better ones. And basically, all you're going to do is 5 to 10 minutes a day, just before you hop in the game. It doesn't even have to be that long. Some people do 3 minutes, and that's enough for them. But just work on, and you're about to see some pretty horrendous aim. I do not play this hero. Right now, the way I see you playing is you're doing a lot of cha-cha slides, and you're just like moving around. You're strafing arbitrarily. So for starters, just stand still, pick a target, and try to follow him with your crosshair. And then just try to hit your shots as much as possible. Don't just continually shoot. Wait until your crosshair is on him, and do this for about, a minute, 2 minutes, or whatever. And then once you get that down, which I'm still working on, then match their strafe. Match their strafe or counter strafe, and then just try to keep your crosshair on him. Do that for a second. And then as you strafe, or as you shoot, just keep matching their strafe. You can do it, and test out your different ranges too. Do it scoped and unscoped. Oh, I should not play hit scan. But then just do this for about 5 minutes a day, and it'll already start to feel smoother. Besides that, let's look at the actual practical application in game. Besides how much you're strafing, we are going to look at. Wait, I'm in imported. We're going to look at your positioning, your ability to fight lanes, your cooldown usage, and particularly ult usage as well. So on Eichenwald, unfortunately, there's not a lot of off-angle opportunities, or the map can be very stagnant a lot of the time, especially on first and third point. So the way you should start here, get up here, get on this part of the map. High ground is it's a very good default. I wouldn't say you should almost never be on main, but if you are going to be on main, take a soft off angle on main, like here. Or this isn't really a soft off angle, but something like this. All right, let's see what we got. Good, get your poke damage in. Throw another nade. Good. Good rule of thumb for nade is, when you're at least when you're playing neutral like this, make sure that you're about halfway to your next, at least halfway to your next nade, maybe even 2/3 of the way to your next nade before you throw your next one. Unfortunate. Now we know they're on Widow though, so we just got to anti-LOS them. If you were on this high ground though, the Widow would not be able to headshot you. Now it becomes a game of how can I find a sightline while avoiding the Widow. Yeah, I just wouldn't even fight this, honestly. It's literally just you and Mercy. Go home, brother. Yeah. Okay, now, lanes you can fight. This is probably your best bet. You could do this, but you might get your head ripped off by Widow. You kind of run the same risk here, though. Or, you can do this. This is also pretty good, and it works as a late flank relatively nicely. This, way too close. This is not where hit scan players. This is not where Emre is comfortable. This is not where any hit scan is comfortable. Now, you can play here very temporarily, but if you are, do it here. And then the second you get pushed, nade right here, or not nade, throw your pistol right here and go. Throw your pistol, double jump, leave. And honestly, at that point, you kind of run the risk of getting bashed. Probably just rotate out this way. But you won't have these issues at all in the first place if you're just on any 3 of these parts of the map. This is good. Fight for the high ground. Because then you can fight on that bridge as they're passing through on cart. Ryan can die. Nice. Peek down this way. You're good. Alright, we missed the nade. Try to aim the nades more at their feet. Let me see. I thought I heard Widow walking up there. Let me see. Ah! I'm so bad with this. Okay. Yeah, because, like, that nade... It might have. Just throw him lower. That was a good nade. They were just rotating out. This is fine. Pop your pistol. Pop your pistol. I know you have a pocket, but just throw your pistol. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. But if she gets in close range like you, either A, she's dumb and you just absolutely smoke her, or B, she has her rally and she's gonna fuck you up. Your pistol is your get out of jail free card. It's your get out of jail free card and your mobility. We just got spammed out on the choke. It's whatever. You could say, oh, you know, maybe you should just jiggle peek that angle better, or you could be on this high ground. That way you don't have, you're not going to be subject to as much spam. This is a really good spot to throw your ult. This is very clean. You do it here, and then you can kind of rotate around here and stuff like this. But as long as you have this high rise cover here that you can work off, you should be in a good spot. Very good stuff. Beautiful. And then you got Widow, whatever. I was waiting for the Widow to snipe you. I was like, I wonder where she is right now. Yeah, we're throwing these nades just a little bit too high. Here. Do this. Do this, and then you can rotate out like this. If you're scared of the Widow, which you probably should be, you can play tight around this corner, but don't just be wandering around like this. Like, play the corner, and then when they force you out, you walk out. Because, like, as small as it is, this is all downtime right now. This is all doing nothing one way or another. Ah, that's scary. Okay, well, we almost won that fight, even with the ego peak. I'm surprised she didn't just, like, blow our head off. But this is a nice lane. I like this. Okay, now, they have him for sight. Just chill. Rotate. Okay, yeah, rotate out. Yeah, I guess you can take the long way there, so that way you're not subject to the shot. But like, see this wishy-washiness where it's like, I don't really know where I'm going or like where I'm gonna end up. If you're gonna do this rotate to avoid the Widow LOS, do this rotate, and even then you still end up with it, honestly. So it doesn't really matter at that point. But just do something. If you're thinking about a lane, if you have an idea to go on an angle, just go on the angles. Like, we'll figure out what happens later. And then you'll be like, oh, hey, that was a pretty good angle. I should have went on that. Or, hey, that was a very bad idea. I should never do that again. And then you just wait it out from there. And yeah, you'll die more. You'll absolutely die more. But you'll make more plays. And you'll know when to go where. Well, you'll know when to go where more. Same thing here. Like, we're thinking about, oh, should I take a lane? Should I take an angle? And then you just end up doing nothing for a solid 5 seconds. Take a lane. Like, box up this Brigitte. You have your pistol. Well, you will have your pistol. Even here, like, we could be shooting. Yeah, this is good. Good. Chuck a nade. You're about to get one back. It's such a sad ult. Oh my god, you can just walk out of it. I can see we're, like, aiming for a nade. Yeah. Even then, we're still chucking them a little too high. But that's an easy micro thing to fix. Also, his nades aren't the most accurate. They don't stick like fashion bobs, and they're not straight path like soldier helixes. So you're not gonna get 100% success out of them. Yeah, it's good. Keep shooting. I would shoot the Bastion. Just a little target priority. Oh, wrong guy. Yeah, I want to be cutting back here. This is good. Oh, I don't know if we want to refight this, though. He has his shield up. We need to be rotating out. Because nobody's going to contest you. Okay. That's weird. If Orisa or Brigitte decide to push up there, though, you might have been cooked. Unless you whip out your pistol. Ultimately, though, you just want to put yourself on more of those mid to long range sightlines. Yes, get that ult charge. Good, good, good. Okay. Make and die, maybe. Pop ult around this corner. Once they pass this corner, just pop ult. I would have done it by now, honestly. Like, they're up here. Their tank is staggered. Or yes, their tank is staggered. Their tank is he's walking over here. You can absolutely fry these people. They have no Suzu. They have no rally. They have nothing. Well, I mean, they have nano, but at the same time, it's like you could just absolutely obliterate people with Emre right now. You just have to be proactive and go for it. Okay. Junkrat kind of takes the wheel. Works out. No pun intended. Ah, all right. Is this... Let me see, what do we do here? What do we do here? Okay, this is a little bit more of a close range sight line, but I don't really care. I like it. You're putting in damage. You're doing stuff. You see that Bastion over there? Yeah, fight that lane. Fight that lane. Good stuff. Good stuff. As you can see, this map is very linear in the sense that you just kind of sit on the choke and you shoot. Pop your freaking ult, dude. Throw that thing out there. Good pick. Dark Souls reference. Oh, brother. Like, this is... It's a missed opportunity. It's a huge missed opportunity. Even when you're taking this lane, you drop back here, you take cover for a second, go right back on it. What are they going to do? They're too busy looking at your Ramatra. And that rotate cuts off on your downtime. Now, ultimately, that particular scenario doesn't matter too much, but it's just that idea of constantly putting out some kind of pressure. Now, it's not a 24/7 thing, but you don't want to willingly give up more pressure. That angle, peak. This is why I need to see more from you. This is how you get out of gold, right? You see that somebody's a little bit overextended. You see that they're trying to push up. They only have a few seconds left. This is a beautiful opportunity to get a pick. And also, let's take a look here. She has ult. And she is almost definitely going to int into the enemy team and throw her blizzard. If you kill her before that happens, they're not going to be able to do anything. Okay, you get walled off, but still, great value. And you delay her blizzard. She might have been able to get killed by one of these guys too. But now we need to back up. Now we need to back up because you have ult. And generally speaking, hit scan ults, just as like a rule of thumb, they work better farther back, right? Visor, overclock, Deadeye. You need to have some distance between you and the enemy. Dude around this corner. Take your angle on the Mei, then back up all the way over here, pop your Emrail, and then just jiggle this corner. Or if you're feeling a little bit more risky, a little bit more ambitious, do it on this corner. Way too close. Good nade. Okay, yeah, so, I didn't hit on it too much, but we are still kind of doing the cha-cha slide. That's why we missed our shots. Like on second point when we were walking on the bridge and there was the Bastion and the Ana, we definitely could have hit more of those shots there by just, when you first peek, don't strafe, just take a few shots, go back to cover when they shoot at you, give it a few seconds, and then peek back again. Like be more proactive. Like don't be afraid to take angles. Don't be afraid to pop your ult. Just go out there and do that thing, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and you can figure out why it doesn't work. And if it does work, good, do it again. On this map, you want to take that right lane. You should be walking where your Venture's walking, especially since they're on Widow. Let's take a look. Yeah, see, like, we just can't really have a lot of access here, and you don't want to peek this because there's a Widow here. But Widow can't see you here. And if you get here right and you do like a Pink Panther, you sneak up, and she's scoping down main. You stand here, stand perfectly still, and just dink her in the head twice. She's dead. And she won't even know because she's too busy staring down main, trying to, headshot your Junkrat or something. But this is messy. Albeit, this is a very difficult point to play. Whenever you're on points like this, like Blizzard World first point, Numbani first point, the trick is to create an alternate lane. And I mean, that's just, yeah. That's what happened when we walked down main. Oh, Maki invited me. Okay, I'll try to wrap this up relatively quick. Okay, yes. Very good job taking that lane. Now, ultimately, she was looking at you, so you knew not to sit there and peek that for too long. We could have gotten our head ripped off, but we did not. This is good stuff. Take that right side lane. Once Junkrat does, yeah, now we gotta go. Ultimately, you do have to find a way to create an alternate lane. And sometimes you can't do that Well, you have people fighting the choke like this. I would probably use my pistol to get to the high ground like this, fight this for a little bit, and then once I realize the Widow's, you could probably kill the Widow here, honestly. But do that, and then walk out on this lane, and then fight here, because now you're on your long-range sight line, and then you can rotate out like this. It's just very clean. Oh, my bad. Ah, we got the Widow, though. Sorry, one moment. Okay. How long is this? 12 minutes? Okay, yeah, so we do take first point then. Kind of similar thing. Just like, I mean, it's fine. You got on the right lane eventually. Yeah, just farm ult. Spam this man. You are so close to Emre. Sit there and shoot the big fat Hawaiian man for a little bit. Get your ult, and then swing up. As long as you can do it around this corner. And yeah, Widow's not even looking here right now. You could kill 3 so easily. Good stuff. Now, we have ult. So where should we set up for it? This lane can be, this part of the map can be a tad bit more difficult. I would refrain from playing the part of the map you're playing right now, though, just because they have a Junkrat, and they have a Mauga, and they have a Moira. And these, all 3 of those heroes, they like that part of the map. They want you to be in there so that they can stuff that choke and just absolutely box you up. Take this lane. Now, it's a little bit late. We probably should have gotten there earlier because now the Widow's there. But what we can do is we can walk up these stairs. We can do a little crouch walk. We can sneak like this. And then we can throw a nade at her, and we can open up on her. Or we can go the long way, sneak around. We can throw a nade. We can shoot at these guys. We're probably not going to win the 2v1 unless you're cracked out. You might win this, honestly. It's a possibility. But the second they force you out, just use your pistol and run. You can use your pistol, jump down here or something. Or you can just walk back. But just go take an aggressive angle. Do something about it, you know? As for ult, you might be able to 2v1 this if you use your ult, actually. If you use it early fight and then you go up the tower like this, and then you kind of swing around, you might be able to win this 2v1. But that's kind of a hero play. Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of the nature of playing in that part of the map. And this is also another very difficult part to play, especially for hitscan players. This is just a ass map, if you ask me. I do not understand why people like Eichenwald. Okay, good. Take that high ground. Get up on that castle. The sooner you are here and on this bridge, the more likely you are to win this fight. The chances of you winning this game go up exponentially. Yeah, walk on her. Yeah, see, it's just when we get stuck here again, we're still in an uncomfy spot. And because of the position we're in, it's very hard to pop our ult. So that's how we end up holding it for an extra fight. An extra 2 fights now. Alright. Okay, so it looks like we get stuck at second point. There's only 2 minutes left. Okay, yeah, we got widowed. She rotated, unfortunately. But now that she's playing there, it's going to be easier for us to walk up these stairs. This is good. Fight this Moira. You see her on this lane? Go for it. Don't strafe against the Moira, though. You can dead-ass just stand still, bro. Literally just stand here. What's she going to do about it? Because she doesn't need to aim. I mean, good job using your pistol to walk out, but honestly, you should just keep going. Like, you should walk all the way into that lane and then take the mini where you are right now. Nice. Pop your ult. You're in overtime. Just do it, man. Do the thing. Oh. Here. It's so peak. Just float up here. And you absolutely dome this Moira. Where's the Widow? Yeah. What's she gonna do about it, bro? Go do your thing. And that's it? Yeah. Okay. So. Few things. Number one. Use your ult. Please. Please use your ult, bro. Just if you have it, get it out there, throw it. As soon as the fight starts, maybe a little bit early fight, but just don't be afraid to use it. Get it out there. You'll know what's good and what's bad the more you use it. Same thing with angles, right? If you have an idea to take an angle, preferably a mid to long range angle, but you can be a little bit closer if you have your pistol, because that's your get out of jail free card. Take an angle, go for it, see what happens. If you get forced out, use your pistol and leave. If you die, then you can tell that, you can figure out, hey, maybe it was the timing, maybe it was maybe I didn't have my pistol. Maybe it was too close of an angle for the matchup. I just walked into an enclosed space with a Junkrat. I tried to fight on a long-range sightline with a Widow, whatever. And then the more you do that, the more you kind of you learn to assess what angles you can and can't take. But at this stage of the game, don't hesitate. Just do it. There was something I forget who it was, but he was a pretty good player, and he told me, if you have a good idea, do it fast. If you have a bad idea, do it fast. Because even if it's a bad idea and you have good timing with it, it might work. You might just diff them anyways. And for your strafing, just if you don't need to strafe, don't do it, right? It's better for when you're in open spaces where you're like actively dueling somebody, then it kind of makes sense. But if you have cover, just jiggle the cover. And high ground. There are a lot of times where we just kind of didn't take angles, or we would just sit on main. There was a lot of opportunities to take high ground and hold strong parts on the map, and we just kind of defaulted to main. All right, I think that's all I got. If you got any questions, let me know, and this will probably be uploaded shortly. Appreciate you sending in the VOD.